Misha, I'm watching Robert De Niro, and he's talking about how he's watching the news, how he's condemned to care. And I'm thinking, in this micro-generation, in this time period of apathy, now that Occupy Wall Street kind of maxed out public participation, I don't remember what happened before Occupy Wall Street. I don't remember what happened after Occupy Wall Street. I know that there was a bunch of stuff, but outside of the complete and utter batshit insane trigger culture, victim culture, and that shit is like literally insane, and it is in the place of sanity. Like those guys are actually like they're taking sniper shots from a hill position. Those insane trigger people, they've got the upper hand, they've got the authority. If somebody says something is offensive, that's ableism, and I just got kicked out of a Discord because of being called ableist. But honestly, it's fake and bullshit. That doesn't really exist because you're never going to see somebody like that in real life, and there almost isn't really even a real life anymore to meet those people in a public arena. They're like, those people are literally pretty much living in their houses. You're not going to meet them out in a place where they don't have mommy or the teacher protecting them. There's really the commons is something that those people supposedly were protecting, but those people, as it turns out, were oligarchical and the children of the rich. What am I trying to say?
Consider yourself at home. Consider yourself one of the family. We've taken to you so strong. It's clear we're going to get along. Consider yourself well in. Consider yourself part of the furniture. There isn't a lot to spare. Who cares? Whatever we got to share. If it's a chance to be, we should see some other days. Empty lot of days. Why grouse? Always a chance we'll meet somebody to foot the bill. Then the drinks are on the house. Consider yourself our mate. We don't want to have no fuss. For after some consideration we can state, consider yourself one of us. It's the high campaign.
Fellow Americans, it is with the utmost pride and sincerity that I present this recording as a living testament and recollection of history of the making during our generation.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Hov. H to the OV. I used to move snowflakes by the OZ. I guess even back then you can call me CEO of the ROC. Ho! Fresh out the frying pan into the fire. I be the music biz #1 supplier. Fly it in a piece of paper bearing my name. Got the hottest chick in the game wearing my chain. That's right, Hov. Not DOC, but similar to them letters. No one could do it better. I check cheddar like a food inspector. My homie Strick told me, dude, finish your breakfast. So that's what I'ma do. Take you back to the dude with the Lexus. Fast forward the jewels and the necklace. Let me tell you dudes what I do to protect us. Shoot at you actors like movie directors. Say the movie, dogs.
Now, before I finish, let me just say, I did not come here to show out. Did not come here to impress you. Because to tell you the truth, when I leave here, I'm gone. And I don't care what you think about me. But just remember, when it hits the fan, brother, whether it's next year, 10 years, 20 years from now, you'll never be able to say that these brothers lied to you, Jack.
Thing ain't lie. I done came through the block and everything that's fly. I'm like Che Guevara with bling on. I'm complex. I never claim to have wings on. Nigga, I get my by any means on. Whenever there's a drought, get your umbrellas out because that's when I brainstorm. You can blame Sean, but I ain't inventing the game. I just rolled the dice trying to get some change. And I do it twice, ain't no sense in me lying as if I am a different man. And I could blame my environment, but ain't no reason why I be buying expensive chains. Hope you don't think users are the only abusers. Niggas getting high within the game. If you do, then how would you explain? I'm 10 years removed, still the vibe is in my veins. I got a hustler spirit, nigga, period. Check out my hat, yo, peep the way I wear it. Check out my swag, yo, I walk like a ball player. No matter where you go, you are what you are, player. And you can try to change, but that's just the top layer. Man, you was you was before you got here. Only God can judge me, so I'm gone. Either love me or leave me alone.
A strong believer in equal rights for everyone. Yeah. A very strong believer in that. I was wondering though, with all the pressing issues that you have before you right now, why is the issue of which bathroom a person uses such an issue?
Well, you know what? It's a great question. Somehow people think I made it an issue. I didn't make it an issue. There are a lot of things that are more pressing. You're absolutely right.
Wishing that something would happen, a change in this place, 'cause I'm tearing off the fancy wrapping, find an empty package, and take for a while your trumpet from your lips. Loosen your hold, loosen your grip on your old ways that have fallen out of step in a changing time. Hoist a new flag, hoist a new flag. Angry sun burned down, judging us all, guilty of neglect and disrespect and thinking small, and death by boredom, death by grief. We can't stop taking more than we need, watching our pages of history bleed while we wash our hands. Hoist a new flag, hoist a new flag, and across the fractured landscape I see the same things, tired ideas, birds without wings, birds without wings. Without wings. Hey, and these are just thoughts. Whoa, on lackluster times. Hey, and I've no interest in excuses you can find, like you've had a hard day. Now you're too tired to care. Now you're too tired to care. Whoa, you've had a hard day. Well, across the fractured landscape I see the same things, tired ideas, broken values, many with the notion that to share is to lose. A hollow people bound by a lack of imagination and too much looking back, and without the courage to give a new thing a chance, grounded by this ignorance. And the cat comes, and we're just birds without wings. birds without wings. Birds without wings.
So we haven't quite worked this one out with the band yet, so I'll do it on my own. Lonely soldier, go home. Lonely but never alone. Good eyes see nothing to shoot. Good feet feel good giving up good boots. So ask your father how'd you fall, and ask your father how'd you fall. Like a leaf sitting on the ground, good for nothing except kicking around. She died with her hand stretched out. She died with a hungry mouth. She died with a mind full of doubt and thoughts of weakening. And so may your river never dry, and may your mouth never lie, and may you be satisfied to never know why. Sometimes someone just wants to die. So where'd you get those cuts in your hand? Thought I told you about playing in the sand. There's always someone careless with glass. There's always questions you don't want to ask. She died with her hand stretched out. She died with a hungry mouth. She died with a mind full of doubt and thoughts of weakening. And so may your river never dry, and may your mouth never lie, and may you be satisfied to never know why. Sometimes someone just wants to die. Lonely soldier, go home. Lonely but never alone. Good eyes see nothing to shoot. Good feet feel good giving up good boots.
Biden spoke at a private fundraiser earlier this week and told the big donors that he didn't want to demonize the wealthy, and added that under his presidency, no one's standard of living will change. Nothing will fundamentally change.
I was a quick, wet boy diving too deep for coins. All of your street light eyes wide on my plastic toys. Then when the cops closed the fair, I cut my long baby hair and stole me a doll.
sensitive one. Oh, my little bird in a cage. Oh, my little bird in a cage. Need you to get up for me up on that stage. Show the man that you're old for your age. Now ain't the time to fear, but if you don't take it, it'll disappear. Oh, my little mockingbird sing. Oh, my little mockingbird sing. Need you to get up on the stage for me, honey. Show the man it's not about the money. Won't hold a mirror to the world so that they can see themselves inside my little girl. Do you know where I was at your age? Any idea where I was at your age? I was working downtown for the minimum wage. I could have left you just start all the way. Threw your kid out, threw me a knife. Don't tell me, Lord, am I the Antichrist?
Yes, we mourn the loss of thousands of our citizens. I can hear you. I can hear you. The rest of the world hears you. And the people who knock these buildings down will hear all of us soon.
Daddy, please hear this song that I sing. In your heart there's a spark that just screams for a lover to bring a child to your chest that could lay as you sleep and love all you have left like your boy used to be long ago, wrapped in sheets warm and wet. Blessed are pleased with those wings in your spine. Love to be with a brother of mine. How he'd love to find your tongue in his teeth in a struggle to find secret songs that you keep wrapped in boxes so tight, sounding only at night as you sleep. And in my dreams you're alive and you're crying as your mouth moves in mine, soft and sweet. Rings of flowers round your eyes, and I love you for the rest of your life in your brother, see, we are one in the same. And you left with your head filled with flames, and you watched as your brains fell out through your teeth. Push the pieces in place, make your smile sweet to see. Don't you take this away, I'm still wanting my face on your cheek. And when we break, we'll wait for our miracle. God is a place where some Holy don't hate her when she gets up to leave.
To independently investigate the gravest crimes of the Bush administration, including torture and warrantless wiretapping.
We're still evaluating how we are going to approach the whole issue of interrogations, detentions, and so forth. And obviously we're going to be looking at past practices. And I don't believe that anybody is above the law. On the other hand, I also have a belief that we need to look forward as opposed to looking backwards. As opposed to looking backwards. Obama out.
Just to be a man. I bought you diamond rings, everything that a woman could need. I bought you cars, clothes, a home. When things were rough for me, I kept on. And still I'm back again. Didn't I treat you right now? Didn't I do the best I could? Didn't I give you everything? I tried my best just to be a man. There's something wrong with you. Now tell me all your troubles, dear. Oh, you look bad, should be glad you're leading, man. Always be glad to sit at home. Now let me kiss your lovely lips. Oh, didn't I do it, baby? Didn't I do it right? Why'd you wanna leave it, baby? I said, didn't I treat you right? Treat you right? Didn't I treat you right now? Didn't I do the best I could? Didn't I give you everything? I tried my best just to be a man. Said I tried my best just to be a man. Girl, I tried my best just to be a man. Tried my best just to be a man. Tried my best just to be a man.
What am I trying to say? So I'm watching Robert De Niro, and Robert De Niro is saying that he's condemned to watch the news, and Stephen Colbert says, condemned to care. And all of a sudden I got some insight. I got like an imagination. I was like, Arnaldo, could you imagine actors and famous people feeling as obligated to get involved as regular people used to? Like, I've seen famous people show up at activist stuff, so you always get the sense that, excuse me, I almost burped. You almost get the sense that famous people feel like very, very obligated, but you don't really have access to them because they're rich and they're famous. But I was like, well, what if what if we did have access to them? Like, what if, like, I got to speak to them? What would I say? And I would say, well, get me a production team. The answer, and Misha, like, I would imagine you asking, and I imagine people asking, like, Arnaldo, do you really believe that your specific project of a picture book based on Occupy Wall Street that's an allegory with mystical and sci-fi characters as like an allegory on social class relationships and romance and all that stuff, do you really think that your picture book project and your missed television show, you really think that could help the world? And the answer is, yeah, I really do, really. And so one of the things for me is that upsets me is that, like, obviously I'm not doing this from like a personal get-rich perspective.
Feels like I'm waiting, like I'm watching you for love. Dreams where I'm fading. If you want me, if you need me, I'm yours. If you want me, if you need me, I'm yours. If you want me, if you need me, I'm yours. If you want me, if you need me, I'm yours.
And I'm also not doing this from like, oh, I gotta worry about having a place to live when I get old, and I gotta work. Like, I don't, you know, whether it's right or wrong, I honestly don't give a shit about my own well-being. I just don't. I'm poor people. I don't know if you've been on the train, but when they told everyone that they might die, poor people didn't care, because poor people don't care if they live or die. They're like in a permanently depressed, suicidal state. That's just life. So I don't really give a shit whether I live or die. I just try to be as responsible with my body as much as possible, because I believe in Jesus, etc., etc. And my drive to make this picture book so that I could prove that I could story lead, so I could make the television show, so that I could make the television show that saves the missed franchise, it's... If I could, like, hold my haters and punch them in the face enough so that they could understand that I'm as selfless as I believe myself to be, and every time I try to communicate that I'm selfless, they call me an egomaniac because they want me to punch them in the face. Like, is that life really? Like, nigga, I'm selfless, nigga. I don't give a shit about my own well-being. I'm gonna eat whether I have permission or not, nigga. You don't think I'm supposed to eat, nigga? You don't think I'm supposed to sleep, nigga? You had me born in New York City, where sleeping without money is a crime. But I sleep anyway, nigga. Yeah, I'm selfless. Yes, my motivation in producing this book is so that I can produce this television series. And my motivation to produce this television series, is it to save the world? I don't know if I give a shit about the world any more than I give a shit about myself, but I believe that this needs to happen. I believe that it's a positive effect on the culture, and it's something that's incredibly missing, and every day that I see it missing, I see the world slowly falling apart. And if the world would like to kill itself, and if the world would like to shapeshift around and be as horrible as Hitler believed the world to be, and like, oh, it so sucks and we're actually in hell, then fuck it, I don't give a shit anyway. But I really do think that making this picture book to convince people that I can story lead, so that I can make a television show, so that I can popularize handwriting, so that I can bring back, you know, all this stuff, so that we can create a setting for a new kind of learning. Yeah, if you don't want to, if you don't If you don't have the ability to act like what I believe real-life human beings should act like, if the only thing that you have to do is to tell me, do it yourself, shit out your own humans, rape a bitch, have babies, teach your children to be your friends, everyone's alone. Hey, everyone's alone, go fuck yourself, America is a lie. If that's your thing, well then fuck it, I'm just gonna sit here and eat and shit until I die, no big deal. It's not like I care. Anyway, get me a production team. I know the scientific method. The idea of thinking that I'm insane is insane. Get me a production team. Thanks, bye.
I want to wolf a little while. Wanna tell you about an old man I know. He was cool, he was fast. He had a game that couldn't last. Talking about Superfly was cool and he got down when he called my name, and I felt so good it was a doggone shame. Then the weather changed. The people got cold. The old man, he just took his time and been slow. Then I heard him say, Daddy, won't you blow your horn? It feels so good. Sit in the morning. Leave me alone. Dad, won't you call my name? I feel so good. That is the doggone shame. Hey, hey, hey. I've been loving you, I've been loving you. I've been needing you, I've been needing you. You see, I've been down. When I didn't have a dime, but the old man, he helped me out. He said, son, don't waste your time, man. And then I heard him say, get your gun, don't try to mess around. Take your thing and blow. I've been getting down for years, and I know that a no good woman, she can't tell you so. Feel alright, feel mighty good tonight. If it wasn't for you, been by the Sunday school. There. Oh Lord, can you? Hey, hey, hey. Been good to you, I've been good to you, babe. I've been nice to you, I've been good to you. Yeah, I feel like I can rock all night long. I feel like I can sing, but oh Lord. Oh, babe, I'm singing, babe. And I feel good. I feel alright. Oh, baby, loving you, loving you, loving you, loving you, loving you, loving you. Yeah, babe.
America, $6.14, January 19th, 2020. I can't understand my own mind. America, when will we take the profit out of war? Go fuck yourself with your weapons of mass destruction. Read the sign, no solicitors. I won't start voting till you give me a sign. America, why do you call them devil dogs? Why are we naked? When will you consummate your life with love? When do you plan to use your millions of genitals? America, why are you so full of cages? America, when will you send your old men to war? I'm on the spectrum because of your insane coercions. Where can I swipe on the app to match up with the hottest girls? America, after all, innovation is defined by personal gratification, not justice. Your algorithms are too much for me. You made me try to learn Python. There must be some other way to join this new economy. Google took out the phrase, don't be evil. I don't think they'll put it back. It's corporate. Are you a corporation, or is this some form of democratic republic? I'm trying to run for president. I refuse to give up on my writing. America, stop judging me. I'm an irrational optimist. America, the cryptocurrencies are holding steady. I haven't seen a movie in months. Somebody always ends up falling in love. America, I feel bad about the homeless. America, my parents were on food stamps when I was a kid, but they're sorry. They pray every chance they get. I've traveled a good way only to stare at the blank space between your eyes. When I go to Manhattan, I fall in love, never make it out with any money. My heart is full. There's going to be a recession. You should have seen me occupying Wall Street. My real estate clients thought I was perfectly professional. I don't take bad business. I'm the stool that straddles all worlds. America, I haven't told you what you did to Cousin Nick after he came back from Iraq. I'm informing you. Are you going to let your public treasury be depleted by war hawks? I'm obsessed with bird law. I watch my favorite shows every week. I stream them on the way to my subway station commute. I watch them while I'm on my job. They always make me feel okay. Every episode works out. Okay, life is okay. The world is finally okay. It occurs to me that I'm okay. I'm being paranoid again. There's no financial incentive for war with China. There's still adults in the room. I better construct my version of reality. My version of reality consists of two parties bludgeoned into meaninglessness by political power-mongering, a somnolent electorate, and over 1,000 global military installations. I say nothing about my addicts, nor the millions of undocumented who scurry under my welcome mat into the fourscore shadows of filth. I've assassinated the generals of Iran. The counterculture is the next to go. My ambition is to found a social media company for introverts. America, how can I write an acceptance speech using only memes? I will social media like Wendy's. My account is as humorous as their account. More so, I'm actually a good human being. America, I will be your social media manager. $500 gets you 500 followers. America, listen to Noam Chomsky. Leave the rest of the world alone. George W. Bush needs to go to jail. America, I have questions about 9/11. America, when I was 18, I watched from those barracks as the second plane hit that big guy who liked Wu-Tang, came running in. He said, in the smoke pit, how we just missed out on Vietnam. Everyone's so young and ignorant. You have no idea what real history or what government wants you to do with your life, but you're willing to give it anyways, and tears come to our eyes. Realize we're going to war. Everybody was going to be a hero. America, you really don't want heroes, do you? America is the anti-hero, anti-communist, anti-Islam, anti-Chinese, anti-Americans. The world's full of danger. The world hates us. Everyone wants what we have.
jogou pro ar. Congelando meu espaço, tempo, convite pra dançar. Me levando sem querer levar,
Mr. President, congratulations on what you've done with this country. It's true. Republicans have unleashed the greatest economic comeback in American history. It's true. What the hell does Russia have to do with my campaign? It's true. Democrats have become the party of crime. It's true. You know, in California, if you shoot a bald eagle, they put you in jail for 5 years. And yet the windmills wipe them all out. It's true. It's true. It's true. It's true. You know, I mean, it's true. No, it's true. It's true. It's true. It's true. It's true. It's true. But it's true. It's true. And it's true. It's true. Actually, that's true. That's actually true.
Some of the frustration has come out in this Occupy Wall Street protest. You've expressed sympathy with their position, their feeling of powerlessness.
I understand the frustrations that are being expressed in those protests. In some ways, they're not that different from some of the protests that we saw coming from the Tea Party, both on the left and the right. I think people feel separated from their government.
is within you.
if we are not serious about facts and what's true and what's not, if we can't discriminate between serious arguments and propaganda, then we have problems.
Today, the government of Libya announced the death of Muammar Gaddafi. This marks the end of a long and painful chapter for the people of Libya, who now have the opportunity to determine their own destiny in a new and democratic Libya.
And now our coalition is engaged in securing and reconstructing that country. In this battle, we have fought for the cause of liberty and for the peace of the world. Our nation and our coalition are proud of this accomplishment. Yet it is you, members of the United States military, who achieved it. Your courage, your willingness to face danger for your country and for each other made this day possible. Because of you, our nation is more secure. Because of you, the tyrant has fallen and Iraq is free, 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 free.
We are prostitutes.